Hello students, today we are going to deal with the second part of chapter 3 of class 7, that is chemical substances and processes. And before starting this topic, we will first of all recapitulate the things that we have learned in our previous video. We know that matter is anything that occupies space and has mass, and it exists in generally 5 states: solid, liquid, gases. Plasma is the fourth state of matter, and fifth state of matter is Bose-Einstein condensate, or it is also known as a God particle. All the matter is made up of a small particle, small indivisible particle called atoms. And they may means the atom may exist independently or may not be. Atoms combine to form a molecule. For example, consider this block as a hydrogen atom. These hydrogen atoms combine with each other and they form a hydrogen molecule. When these two hydrogen atoms combine with one oxygen atom, then they will form water, H2O, two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen, H2O. On the basis of chemical properties, matter is further divided into two types: pure substances, and second one are mixture or impure substances. Pure substances are those which are made up of same kind of particles or that has same kind of atoms or molecules. They are called pure substances. And pure substances are further of two types: elements and compounds. Now what are elements? An element is made up of only one kind of atom which are identical in all respect, means they all have same size, mass and composition. For example, iron is an element, gold is also an element, and second one is compound. Compounds, you can define the compound as a pure substance made up of two or more elements chemically combined together in a fixed ratio. For example, we take the example of water. There are two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen. They are combined together in a ratio of 1:2. Mixtures are, how can you define the mixture? A mixture is a material which consists of two or more pure substances which are not chemically combined but are physically mixed in any proportion. For example, milk is not a pure substance. It is a mixture. Air is also a mixture of different gases. Ghee or oil is not a pure substance but it is a mixture of number of similar pure substances. And mixtures are of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture, a mixture is said to be homogeneous if all the components of the mixture are uniformly mixed and there are no boundaries of separation between them. Or you can also define them: a mixture has a uniform composition throughout. You can see it through the diagram. A mixture which has a uniform composition throughout. For example, a solution of sugar in water is a homogeneous mixture. Air is also a homogeneous mixture of different gases. Second one is our heterogeneous mixture. A mixture is said to be heterogeneous if all the components of the mixtures are not thoroughly mixed and are visible boundaries of separation between them. Or a mixture that does not have a uniform composition throughout is called heterogeneous mixture. For example, mixture of sand and sugar is a mixture of immiscible liquids, immiscible that do not mix with each other, or water. Mixture of sugar and sand, mixture of water and oil. Now we will discuss the chemical symbols. Chemical symbols. Chemical symbols are generally the short representation. Chemical symbols are the method of representing anything. Symbols generally are the methods of representing anything. It may be represented by a figure, just as we have a road signs or a letter. In case of elements, symbol means a short method of representing the full name of an element. The scientist Dalton was the first scientist to suggest specific symbol in terms of figure for different element known at that time. The earlier chemists, or they are also known as the alchemists, used pictorial symbols to represent different elements. For example, they use such type of pictorial representation of hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus and alumina or aluminium. The symbols of different elements are now represented by the letter of English alphabet. The pictorial representation of element, it was a very time consuming process, so to avoid the inconvenience, now we represent them by the letter of English alphabet. Now we will discuss the chemical symbols of common elements along with their Latin names. Different elements have been named either after the name of place where they were discovered or after the name of the scientist who discovered it on the basis of some important properties of the elements. Now we are going to discuss the name of some elements along with their symbol and their Latin name. Hydrogen, it is represented as capital H. Sodium, now the sodium is not represented as S, but its symbol is Na. Why Na? Because the Latin name of the sodium is natrium. Magnesium, it is represented as Mg. We have to write the symbols like this, Mg. If we write them as M, capital M and capital G, it will be considered as wrong. And if we write the M here and G here, it will also considered as the wrong method. So we have to write them accurately. Aluminium, Al. A should be in capital letters and L in small. Calcium, Ca. If we write the Ca like this, it will also considered as a wrong method. Potassium, the symbol of potassium is K because the Latin name of the potassium is kalium. Iron, it is represented, its symbol is Fe and its Latin name is ferrum. So on the basis of its Latin name, its symbol is Fe. Copper, Cu. Though the names of most of the elements have been taken from the English, and there are some elements which have been named from Latin, German or Greek. For example, the Latin name of the copper is cuprum. So on the basis of cuprum, its symbol is Cu, capital C, small u. Gold, Au. The Latin name of the gold is aurum. Silver, Ag. The Latin name of the silver is argentum. Carbon, it is represented as capital C. Oxygen, capital O. Sulfur, S. Nitrogen, N. Phosphorus, P. Chlorine, Cl. Bromine, Br. Iodine, I. Remember, the symbols of an element is the first letter and another letter of the English names or Latin names of the elements. However, in all the cases, the first letter is always capital. First letter is always capital and another letter, if added, is always a small letter. You have to take care to write the symbol of the different elements. Now, what is chemical formula? Chemical formula of a substance based on the composition of that substance. It indicates the type and number of atoms of each kind present in that substance. For example, chemical formula of water is H2O. It represents that there are 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So, they will form the 1 molecule of water. 2 atoms of hydrogen, H2, it combined with 1 atom of oxygen and they will form 1 molecule of water, that is H2O. Similarly, 1 atom of carbon, when combined with the 2 atoms of oxygen, it will form CO2, that is carbon dioxide. When 1 atom of carbon, it combines with 1 atom of oxygen, then it will form CO, that is carbon monoxide. Mono means 1, di means 2. Carbon monoxide. Now, how to write chemical formula? It is very important topic. How to write a chemical formula? To write the chemical formula of a substance, the chemical symbols of all the elements are written and the number of atoms of each element is written as a subscript to the right side of its symbol. First of all, you have to learn all these symbols. You have to learn all the elements along with their symbols. Then you can easily write the chemical formula. Okay, if we have to write the chemical formula of water, then we write 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of molecule. 2 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of molecule. For example, 2 atom of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. 1 atom of oxygen. Then they will, if we write them as H2O1, then it is wrong, because we have already discussed that one is not written as a subscript. For example, if we write them H2O1 and it is considered as wrong, we have to write the formula of water as H2O. Similarly, carbon dioxide, 1 atom of carbon and 2 atom of oxygen. Then we have, if we write them as C1O2, it is also considered as wrong. So, we will write it as a CO2. 1 atom of carbon and 1 atom of oxygen, they will form carbon monoxide. If we write them as C1O1, it is also considered as wrong, because 1 is not considered as a subscript. Another example of chemical formula, NH3. Ammonia, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of hydrogen. 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of, if we write them, it is considered as correct? No, it is considered as wrong. So, we will write it as N, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of hydrogen. So, the right formula is NH3. And another example is nitric acid. In nitric acid, 1 hydrogen atom combined with 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of oxygen. Then if we write them as 1 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of oxygen, it is also considered as wrong. It is written as H, 1 atom of hydrogen, 1 atom of nitrogen and 3 atom of oxygen. Then they will form the formula HNO3. Glucose. You know that plants prepare their food in the form of glucose by the process of photosynthesis, and we also take the glucose as instant source of energy. Glucose contains 6 atoms of carbon. It contains 6 atoms of carbon, 12 hydrogen atom and 6 atoms of oxygen. In previous chapter, we have learned that the formula of the glucose is C6H12O6. So, it consists of 6 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen and 6 atom of oxygen. So they will form the formula C6H12O6. After that, we will discuss the ions. About the ions, we will discuss in our next video. So stay with us, revise it properly. Thank you.